All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises, our glory, and our honors unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is the Preacher Zion, Worm G-Mass Atlanta, with another edition of G-Mass News and Prophecy. What I have here, this is from the National News Alert. And the headlines you can see here: magnitude 7.0 earthquake strikes Turkey, Greece. So this would be another earthquake update, another prophecy update, and I'll jump right into it. It says a magnitude 7.0 earthquake struck off the coast of Turkey, toppling buildings, killing 4 and injuring at least 120 people on Friday, according to a statement by Turkey's disaster agency. All right, so this would be today, all right, which is October 30th, 2020, the year of prophecy. And, this was a major earthquake, a 7.0 earthquake. And that region of the world is heavy because that's where you have NATO, which is the beast. That's where a lot of the tension over there in the Mediterranean, the Middle East is going on. Okay. Let me read this. It says the quake hit the Aegean Sea near Neon Kolovasian on the north side of the island of Samos and was felt on other Greek islands in Turkey. Okay. It says, unfortunately, 4 of our citizens died in the earthquake in Izmir, Turkish Health Minister Fahrettin Koca said in Turkish on Twitter. All right. Now, it says 4 citizens died. 120 says here. In total, 120 citizens were affected by the earthquake. So it seems like a small number. But what you have to understand is, there's one earthquake, especially a major 7.0 earthquake, there's definitely going to be more in that region. It's kind of like when you put, if you were to throw a stone in water, those ripple effects spread out, continue to spread out, to where there's going to be more countries and more people affected. Okay? Now, it doesn't seem like a major death toll now, right, as of today. Now, that number could either go up, we'll see in future reports, or like I said, other earthquakes would take place and possibly take out more people. You see, these earthquakes that are happening, as they've always happened, the thing is that these prophecies are written in the scriptures about earthquakes. So we can't take earthquakes lightly. Okay, we can't take these things lightly. We can't take it all, was an earthquake, but it was only, 1 or 2 people died. No, you don't understand. It's the frequency of these things. These are the things that are letting us know when our Savior, Yahweh Shai, not Jesus, all right, but Yahweh Shai, a so-called black man, is going to return, all right? So let me go to the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, Matthew 24, and I'll start at the top. I'll start at verse 2. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And he was speaking about the temple. But even here in America, all these buildings, all these stores, these schools, these businesses, there's not going to be left one stone or one brick or concrete a pillar left here in America once the nuclear destruction takes place in the War of Armageddon. Everything is going to be thrown down, and America is going to be turned into a desert. Okay? It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So what is the sign of Yahweh Shai returning to the earth? What is the sign of the end of the world? It says that Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. So we can't be believing these people out here when they say that, these reports are light. You can't take these reports lightly. You can't take what they say about the Bible being a fairy tale book lightly. No, because these are the men that Yahushua warned us about that are deceiving us, especially Esau. He's the top deceiver in the earth. Verse 5, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And there are many people that are saying that they are anointed. They know the end of the world. Going back to 2012, even amongst certain Israelites say that they're anointed. You know, we had this guy, the God sent comforter earlier this year. He, you know, kicked the bucket, and he said that he was basically, you know, the comforter or anointed. You know, and he's in the spirit world. So a lot of people got deceived behind that. But that was prophecy as well. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Coming into 2020, the first major global news we heard was the strike on Soleimani of Iran by the U.S., and that it could possibly turn into World War III. So that was a war, and that was a rumor of war. But Yahushua said, see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So now we're coming to the end of this year, 2020, going into the next so-called year. All right, 2021 soon. And this is the point. It says, for nation shall rise against nation. We've seen that. We've seen nation come against nation. We've seen race, because really your race is a different nation. Okay? It says, you know, and we've seen the racial tension or the national tension between so-called white and blacks in this country, here in America. We've seen that these people are coming against each other. Our people are coming against the so-called white man, the so-called white man coming against so-called black people, Hispanic and Native American people. You know, it's evident right now. It says in kingdom against kingdom. So when you have one realm and one country, or one group of allied countries against another, whether you got Russia, China, Iran doing war games, you know, and then, you know, really at this point you got America on the island all by itself. But nevertheless, it's still continuing to put sanctions on Iran and other countries in Europe as well. So you have one kingdom coming against another. It says, and there shall be famines and pestilences. And we know the big food shortage is coming with everybody earlier this year because of the so-called pestilence, right? You know, the big pestilence this year was what? The C-19, the coronavirus, COVID. That came, and that led to a shortage on meat, shortage on certain other food items, toilet paper, okay? Now it says, and earthquakes. So these are part of the signs, okay? These are part of the signs that are happening in the earth. Major earthquakes, 7.0, 6.0s, possibly 8.0s, you know, off the Richter scale, okay? Things are going to get a lot more frequent and a lot more destructive in the days to come, all right? It says, and earthquakes in diverse places. So different places you're going to have earthquake here. Today, earthquake here, or you might have 10. It was one video I did, there was over 100 earthquakes in one day, all over the world, okay? And not small earthquakes neither. I'm talking about 5.0, 6.0 earthquakes, man, okay? All the earthquake swarms in California, here in Babylon the Great. It says in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So when we see reports like this isn't to take lightly, okay? These are the things that Yahushua prophesied about, okay? People are dying, all right? It says in total, 120 citizens were affected by the earthquake. Our 38 ambulances, 35 UMKE team, and 2 ambulance helicopters are at the scene. We stand by the people of Izmir with all our support. Sorry for your loss. And that's all they can say, because it can't bring the spirits back in the bodies. So it's death, man. Okay? Let's see here. All right, here's another one. Tsunami warning in Turkey. Yep. Right, so here it is. You know, you have an earthquake, and then what? Now you have a tsunami warning. Okay? That happened in Alaska about a month or two back. All right? So this is just, the major earthquake news of the day. Pretty much, that's all that's being talked about. Okay. One article says 14. The article I'm reading now says 12. Okay. So these are the times we're living in, man. All right. How about Shemel Shai is visiting the earth, which he made. All right. But with that, I'm going to end it there. I hope this was edifying. Our praise going on is going to Yahweh by Shemel Shai, by Shem Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the others of great millstone. Shalom.